Stop right here. Don't scroll, don't blink, don't look away for even a second. Listen with me carefully. Archangel Michael is urgently calling out to you. Not to frighten you. Not to threaten you. But to pull you back into spiritual alignment before you accidentally disconnect from the guidance meant to protect your family's future, especially your grandchild. Heaven says, your presence in this moment will shape the blessing attached to your family line. This is not superstition. This is not fear. This is awareness. Your grandchild's future is sensitive right now. Their path is being shaped by energies, influences, and voices around them, and you are the stabilizing anchor heaven keeps returning to. If you keep listening, you invite clarity, protection, and divine order back into your home. If you scroll away, you simply walk away from the guidance that was meant to help you. So stay. Listen. Let Archangel Michael speak to you gently, clearly, and truthfully. Because this moment is not random. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael steps forward now. And his presence feels like a warm shield rising around you. He says, you have been fighting emotional burdens you never speak about. You carry the weight of everyone's needs on your shoulders. Today, you are being called back into spiritual alignment so that your family can rise with you. Your grandchild's spirit is sensitive right now. They absorb energy quickly. They copy emotions they don't even understand. They feel things before anyone else notices. And heaven does not want them shaped by confusion, negativity, or the wrong influences. This is why Archangel Michael is speaking. Guide them with your light, not your fear. Guide them with calm, not worry. Guide them with understanding, not silence. There is someone around your family whose energy causes instability. Not an evil person. Not a dangerous person. Simply a person living from their own emotional chaos. And your grandchild senses it. That is why heaven wants you steady, centered, connected, and spiritually awake, because you are their grounding force. Don't scroll. This connection right now is strengthening the spiritual safety covering your home. Michael continues. When the elder becomes aligned, the younger becomes safe. Your role is bigger than you think. Your voice carries more spiritual weight than you realize. Your presence calms storms your grandchild cannot name. Tonight, a shift happens. A truth becomes clearer. A tension will ease. A misunderstanding will soften. A small sign will arrive, maybe a message, a glance, a memory. And it will remind you that heaven has not abandoned you. Don't move. Archangel Michael says, you are the emotional backbone of your family. When you are steady, they rise. This is why the angels pulled you to this message, to recenter your energy, to clear the confusion around you, and to place clarity into your hands. You are not alone. And your grandchild's future is not in danger. It is simply in a delicate stage, a stage where your spiritual guidance is needed more than ever. As you listen, the protection around your family strengthens. As you stay, the energy around your daughter and grandchild becomes lighter. Heaven is aligning something right now. You can feel it in your chest. That pressure easing. That breath deepening. That warmth rising. This is Archangel Michael placing peace where chaos tried to grow. You are stepping into a calmer, stronger, more divinely guided version of yourself. And your family will feel the difference. Before you go, listen to this. Archangel Michael says, your presence here today has already shifted the energy around your family. Stay connected to the light, and your home will follow. Like this message if you felt the peace returning. Subscribe so the next angelic guidance reaches you at the right moment. Comment, my family is guided by the light. Share this with 10 people who may need clarity, peace, or angelic protection right now. Your journey is not ending. Your guidance is not accidental. Your angels are not silent. They're speaking. And you finally stopped long enough to hear them. Don't scroll. Don't move. Stay exactly where you are, because Archangel Michael is not done speaking to you. The moment you continued to part 2, a new wave of peace settled over your spirit. You felt it, that softening in your breath, that quiet shift inside your chest. That is not your imagination. That is the angelic realm opening the next layer of this message. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, your daughter is carrying an emotional storm she cannot talk about. She hides her worry behind strength, hides her pain behind silence, and hides her fear behind a smile. Your grandchild feels this. Children sense what adults refuse to say. They pick up the tension in a room. They mirror the heaviness that sits on someone's heart. Archangel Michael is showing you this so you can help them. Not through confrontation. Not through pressure. But through gentle wisdom. Heaven says, the elder brings stability. Your calm is their protection. Do not scroll. Michael continues. There is someone around your daughter. Someone who acts warm on the surface, but whose energy is unsettled. Not a danger. Just a person whose life is filled with confusion. This confusion spills over onto others. Your daughter tries to shield your grandchild from it, but she cannot do it alone. This is why heaven is calling you to anchor the entire family's emotional balance. Your voice can calm what others only complicate. Your presence can shift a tense moment into a peaceful one. Your guidance can redirect a mistake into clarity. Your spiritual awareness is the shield Archangel Michael keeps referring to. And right now, that shield is strengthening. Michael shows a message. A small moment that will happen soon. A conversation. A gentle truth. A quiet pause where your daughter's real feelings slip out. A glance that reveals everything. Heaven says, you will understand her more clearly than she understands herself. Don't move. This is important. Your grandchild is entering a sensitive emotional stage. Searching for stability, safety, and someone whose heart feels calm. You are that someone. Not by force. Not by lectures. But by simply being spiritually present. Michael says, your family does not need your fear, they need your centered spirit. And as you listen right now, your spirit is centering. Your breathing is slowing. Your clarity is returning. The angels are wrapping your home in a layer of protection. Light, warmth, emotional balance, and guidance. Nothing bad is coming. Only truth. Only clarity. Only healing. This is why heaven brought you here. Before this moment closes, Archangel Michael says, your calm energy will guide your daughter's steps and steady your grandchild's future. You were chosen for this role. If your heart felt even a little lighter, if your chest softened, if peace touched you, like this message to strengthen the connection. Subscribe so part 3 reaches you exactly when heaven wants it to. Comment, my home is surrounded by divine light. Share this with 10 people who need guidance, clarity, or spiritual grounding. You didn't arrive here randomly. Your angels are guiding you with intention. And the next part will reveal what your daughter truly hides behind her silence. Don't scroll. Don't shift your eyes. Stay with me, because the moment you continued into part 3, Archangel Michael leaned closer. A soft pressure settled around your shoulders. Warm, steady, reassuring. That is the angelic presence confirming. You are ready to hear what she has been hiding. Listen carefully. Your daughter has been carrying a burden that she refuses to speak aloud. Not because she wants to keep secrets from you, but because she doesn't want to worry you. She carries responsibility like a weight. She tries to smile through stress. She tries to be strong even when she's exhausted. And heaven says, her silence is not rebellion, it is protection. Don't scroll. Michael is showing something important. A moment when your daughter sits alone. Thinking, worrying, replaying conversations. Trying to solve everything by herself. But she shouldn't have to. Heaven did not design life to be lived alone. Support is not weakness. Sharing is not failure. Leaning on loved ones is not a burden, it is a blessing. And you are her safe place. Michael says, your wisdom is the medicine her heart is craving. You are her anchor. Your presence soothes her spirit even when she doesn't say a word. She is hiding one specific truth. An emotional truth. A situation with someone around her. Not a danger. But a person who drains her peace. A person who constantly misunderstands her. Or makes her feel small. Or overwhelms her with expectations. She hasn't told you because she doesn't want you to step in and sacrifice your own peace for her sake. But heaven brought you to this message because her heart is whispering for support. Don't move. Michael shows a moment coming soon, within days, where she will open up just a little. Something subtle. A sigh. A comment. A moment of vulnerability. That is the doorway. You don't need to pressure her. You don't need to question her. You don't need to pry. You just need to be still, be calm, and be present. Because your calmness gives her permission to release her burden. Without fear, without judgment, without shame. Heaven says, when the elder listens, the younger heals. Your granddaughter, too, will feel this shift. Children sense emotional wisdom like warmth in a room. When you hold peace, the whole house breathes easier. Michael is reinforcing your role. You are the healer of the home. Not through grand actions, but through spiritual steadiness. Your steadiness creates emotional order. Your presence creates safety. Your wisdom creates clarity. That is why heaven guided you here. Before you leave this part, Archangel Michael says, your presence is already repairing what she cannot speak. Your light is restoring the peace she thought she lost. If this message touched your heart even a little, like this message to seal the peace over your home. Subscribe so part 4 reaches you without delay. Heaven sends it right on time. Comment, my family is guided by divine light. Share this with 10 people who need comfort and clarity today. You are not reading this by coincidence. Archangel Michael is guiding you step by step. And part 4 will reveal what your daughter has been silently protecting you from. Don't scroll. Don't shift your focus. Stay right here with me. Because the moment you stepped into part 4, Archangel Michael placed a gentle hand over your shoulder. A warmth. A pressure. A softness. That is how heaven confirms. You are ready to know what her heart could no longer carry. Listen closely. Your daughter didn't just hide a secret. She hid a moment. A moment that wounded her more deeply than she lets on. A moment she replayed in silence. A moment she swallowed instead of expressing. A moment that changed how she sees herself. And how she sees other people. Heaven calls it the breaking point she survived alone. Don't scroll. Michael reveals this scene with astonishing clarity. Your daughter standing alone. Holding her phone. Thinking whether to call you or not. Her hands shaking slightly. Not from fear. From emotional overload. Someone spoke to her harshly. Someone disappointed her. Someone dismissed her feelings. Someone made her feel invisible. And she almost came to you. Almost said something. Almost opened her heart. But she stopped. Not because she didn't trust you, but because she didn't want to bring her storm into your peace. Michael says, she protects you even while breaking inside. That is love. That is devotion. That is the silent loyalty only a daughter carries. Don't move. Heaven is showing something else. She is stronger now. She has matured through the pain. But the memory still lives inside her chest. Like a knot that tightens when she's overwhelmed. And here is the truth you must hear. She doesn't need you to solve it. She needs you to listen. To understand. To hold space without judgment. To be the calm she can fall into. Because for years, you have carried the role of the protector, the anchor, the steady hand in a storm. And she still sees you that way. Michael says, your listening will free her. Your silence will comfort her. Your presence will heal her. Heaven is preparing a moment. Soon. Where she will finally share a piece of her truth with you. It will come suddenly. Softly. Almost accidentally. But when she reveals even a small part, the healing will begin. Don't scroll. Michael urges. When she talks, don't fix, just feel with her. Your empathy will do more than advice ever could. Your understanding will do more than instructions. Your comfort will do more than correction. Because in you, she sees home. And in you, her heart finds safety. Archangel Michael speaks. Your daughter is not failing, she is transforming. And you are the light guiding her through that transformation. Before you move to part 5, seal this moment. Like this message to activate peace over your daughter's heart. Subscribe so part 5 arrives at the exact moment heaven wants you to hear it. Comment, healing is flowing into my family. Share this with 10 people, because sometimes healing begins with a single shared message. Part 5 will reveal why heaven chose you as the one to restore emotional order in your daughter's life. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Stay with me. Because as you enter part 5, Archangel Michael gently steps closer and places a shield of light around you. Heaven is ready to reveal something you have never understood about yourself. You were chosen long before her birth to be the anchor of her emotional destiny. Listen carefully. Your daughter came into this world with a sensitive spirit, a deep soul, and a heart that feels everything more intensely than others. She absorbs emotions. She overthinks pain. She carries guilt that isn't hers. She hides tears to protect people she loves. And heaven says, no ordinary parent could guide a soul like hers. Only someone with your strength, your intuition, your compassion, could hold a daughter like her. Don't move. Michael reveals a moment from years ago. You sitting silently, thinking nobody saw your exhaustion. Your patience stretched thin. Your heart tired but still loving. But your daughter did see you. And she learned from you how to stay strong without breaking. You became her blueprint. You became her survival manual. You became the calm she returns to when life becomes unbearable. Heaven says, her destiny is tied to your presence. Her clarity comes from your wisdom. Her courage rises from your example. Don't scroll. Michael now shows the reason why your daughter's emotional battles keep circling back to you. She was spiritually designed to heal through your voice, your reassurance, your grounding energy. That is why, when she hears your voice, she calms. When she remembers your advice, she resets. When she sees your strength, she stabilizes. And here is the divine truth. You're not just her parent. You are her emotional guardian, her generational protector, her God-chosen safe place. Heaven says, every storm she survives is because your light reaches her. Don't scroll. Michael warns you to prepare. Because soon, your daughter will face a crossroads. Not danger, not tragedy, but a heavy emotional choice, where one wrong move could break her confidence. And heaven has assigned you to be the one who guides her. Not by lecturing, not by correcting, but by listening with love and speaking with gentleness. Your presence will shape her next chapter. Your words will redirect her footsteps. Your calm will dissolve her confusion. You may not realize it, but she depends on your inner strength, more than she ever says aloud. Heaven whispers, you are the light she trusts. Do not underestimate your power. Before moving to part 6, pause and breathe. Michael says, their bond strengthens when they acknowledge the message. So, like this message to activate emotional stability over your daughter. Subscribe so part 6 reaches you at the exact divine moment. Comment, I am the light chosen for my daughter. Share this with 10 people, because someone else needs emotional healing today. Part 6 will reveal what heaven has been protecting your daughter from, and why it keeps coming back. Don't scroll. Stay with me. Archangel Michael is stepping forward again. And this time, his wings are spread wide around you. Heaven is ready to reveal the hidden force that has been circling your daughter for years. Something she never fully understood. And something you were spiritually assigned to block. Listen carefully. From the moment she entered adulthood, your daughter began attracting people who wanted to drain her confidence, use her kindness, and weaken her spirit. Not because she is weak, but because she is rare. Heaven says, her heart is pure enough to heal others. And that purity draws broken souls towards her. Don't move. This is why she has met people who take from her but give nothing back. Manipulate her emotions. Blur her self-worth. Push her into guilt. Make her question her own intuition. And each time she slipped into the wrong hands. A sudden event. A sudden shift. A sudden emotional turn. Pulled her away. That wasn't coincidence. That wasn't luck. That was divine intervention. That was Archangel Michael rerouting her destiny. Before someone shattered her future. Heaven whispers. Your daughter is spiritually selected for a higher path. And the wrong people can delay her calling. Don't scroll. Michael shows the unseen truth. Every time she cried behind closed doors. Every time she felt misunderstood. Every time she hid pain to avoid worrying you. Her angels stood guard. They blocked certain people. They ended certain relationships. They broke certain plans. They stopped certain betrayals. But here is the part that heaven now wants you to know. Your daughter's biggest attacks always come when she is closest to her blessing. Because blessings attract pressure. Purpose attracts challenges. Light attracts darker energies who want to interrupt it. Michael says, the enemy targets her because she carries a destiny bigger than her age. Your daughter is meant to rise above her environment. She is meant to break generational emotional patterns. She is meant to become the peace bringer of your family. But the pressure she feels right now, the restlessness in her decisions, the confusion about certain people, the sudden insecurity, that is because heaven is shifting her path again. Don't scroll. Michael gives you a final revelation for this part. Her season of emotional vulnerability is ending. Her season of spiritual clarity is beginning. But she cannot cross this bridge without you. Your voice will steady her. Your reassurance will unlock her confidence. Your presence will be her anchor. As heaven resets her direction, you are not just watching her journey. You are spiritually guiding it. And heaven is proud of you. Before we move into part 7, pause here. Michael says, let the one who loves her speak protection over her. So, like this message to cover your daughter's path with clarity. Subscribe so part 7 reaches you before the next spiritual shift. Comment, my daughter walks in divine protection. Share this with 10 people, one mother out there needs this message right now. Part 7 will reveal the emotional trap heaven stopped her from falling into, and why it was sent to destroy her future. Don't move. Don't scroll. Stay right here with me. Archangel Michael is stepping closer. And the message you're about to hear is something heaven kept hidden until this exact moment. Listen carefully. Your daughter has battled something she never had the words for. A silent emotional trap that was designed to pull her confidence apart, piece by piece, without her even realizing it. Michael shows this clearly. Someone admired her, but also secretly envied her. Someone loved her, but also wanted to control her. Someone acted supportive, but quietly fed her doubts. Don't move. This person didn't attack her openly. They didn't raise their voice. They didn't show their intentions. They hid behind kindness, behind advice, behind emotional guilt. They wanted her to depend on them. They wanted her to shrink so they could feel bigger. They wanted her to stay uncertain so they could stay in control. And heaven says, if this influence had continued, your daughter's future would have bent in the wrong direction. Don't scroll. Michael reveals the emotional trap. This person made her question her worth. Made her second-guess her decisions. Made her feel guilty for choosing her own happiness. Made her feel responsible for their emotions. They were not guiding her. They were draining her. They were using her heart as leverage. But here is the divine truth. She was protected. Heaven intervened before the trap could close. A sudden event happened. A disagreement, a distance, a shift, a pause. And she didn't know why. But you did. You felt something was off. Your spirit picked up what her mind could not. Your intuition sounded the alarm. Before she even realized she was in danger. Michael says, your awareness saved her. Your prayer saved her. Your love saved her. Don't move. Heaven is showing something powerful. Your daughter is stepping into a new season, where she will no longer fall into emotional traps. She will no longer seek validation from the wrong people. She will no longer let someone else shape her identity. Her spirit is rising. Her confidence is awakening. Her intuition is sharpening. And all the battles she fought silently, they were preparing her for what comes next. Michael whispers, she will choose herself. She will choose peace. She will choose her destiny. But only because you guided her through the storm. Pause for a moment. And breathe with me. You're not just watching her journey. You are spiritually shaping it. Michael says, bless the one who guided a daughter through shadows. So before you leave, like this message to strengthen her path with protection. Subscribe so part 8 reaches you in time. Heaven wants you to hear the next step. Comment, my daughter walks in clarity and truth. Share this with 10 people. One mother, grandmother, or aunt desperately needs this message today. Part 8 will reveal the exact blessing heaven is setting up for your daughter, and why it will erase years of emotional pain. Don't move. Don't scroll. Stay right here with me, my beloved child. Archangel Michael is standing beside you again. And what he is revealing now is the turning point. Your daughter has been waiting for her entire life. Listen carefully. There is a blessing forming around your daughter. That is so powerful. So deeply divine. So precisely timed by heaven, that even the forces working against her can no longer interfere with it. This blessing was delayed, blocked, and hidden from her for years, because someone around her kept placing emotional weight on her shoulders. Weight she was never meant to carry. But now, heaven says that weight is breaking. Michael reveals, every tear she cried in silence became a seed for her future victory. Don't scroll. Your daughter is stepping into a divine moment, where everything that once confused her will suddenly make sense. She is finally understanding why certain people walked away, why certain relationships didn't work out, why certain opportunities slipped from her hands. None of those were losses. They were removals. Heaven was clearing her path, so the right blessing could finally reach her. And the blessing is close. Closer than she knows. Michael shows a vision. Your daughter standing in a new environment. Someplace lighter, safer, more peaceful. Someplace where she is valued, heard, and respected. It may be a workplace, a new circle of people, or even a new phase of her personal life. But one thing is clear. She will not carry her old wounds into this new season. Don't move. Michael says. Her spirit is awakening. Her confidence is returning. Her purpose is aligning. There is a message from heaven. Your daughter is not behind in life. She is not late. She is not forgotten. She is right on time. Because heaven finally removed the hands that were trying to hold her back. And now, a blessing she thought she would never receive is finally being delivered. But here is the most beautiful part. You are part of the reason the blessing is coming. Your prayers, your concerns, your protection, your awareness, your love. They created a shield around her, stronger than any darkness. Michael whispers. A mother's, or grandmother's, spirit is one of the most powerful forces God ever created. Don't scroll. You stood in the gap for her when she didn't even know she needed saving. Now heaven is standing in the gap for both of you. Your daughter's life is about to rise. The way the morning sun breaks through the fog. Slow at first, but then suddenly brilliant. This is the beginning of something she will remember forever. My beloved child, before you leave this message, seal the protection over your daughter. Like this message to activate the light around her next chapter. Subscribe so part 9 reaches you instantly. Heaven does not want you to miss it. Comment, my daughter is covered in divine protection. Share this with 10 people, a mother, grandmother, or aunt out there needs this exact message today. Archangel Michael's final whisper for this part. The blessing is closer than her fears. The light is stronger than her wounds. And the next message will reveal who heaven is using to deliver her breakthrough. Don't move. Don't scroll. My beloved child, you've reached a sacred moment in this message. Archangel Michael is stepping even closer. And the light around you is growing stronger with every breath you take. Heaven has finally allowed this part to be revealed to you. Your daughter's blessing is being delivered through a person she never expected. Someone who is quietly watching her journey. Someone who sees her worth clearly. Someone who holds no jealousy. No hidden agenda. No controlling energy. Someone heaven handpicked. Long before the struggle even began. Listen carefully. This person is not loud. Not dramatic. Not draining. Not demanding. They are steady. Calm. Respectful. Deeply kind. And spiritually aligned. Michael says, I am sending someone who will honor her soul, instead of wounding it. Don't move. This person has witnessed your daughter's resilience. Even from a distance. They've seen how she handles pain with grace. They've seen how she protects others, even when nobody protects her. They've seen her strength, her patience, her loyalty, her quiet wisdom. And heaven whispers, She is finally ready for someone who matches her heart. Don't scroll. Your daughter has carried emotional burdens that weren't hers to carry. She has survived situations that were meant to break her. She has healed through storms that would have destroyed others. But now, heaven is sending someone who will help carry the weight with her. Someone who will speak life instead of confusion. Someone who will bring peace instead of pressure. Someone who will celebrate her instead of competing with her. And here is the most powerful truth. This person carries a blessing that will lift your daughter into her destiny. Michael reveals. This person will offer your daughter emotional safety, stability, support, encouragement, clarity, confidence, a renewed sense of identity. And most importantly, they will respect the spiritual bond between you and your daughter. Don't move. Heaven is saying, you are not losing her. You are gaining someone who will help protect everything you built inside her. Your daughter will not walk into the future alone. She will not repeat past heartbreaks. She will not fall into emotional traps again. Because heaven has placed a guardian-hearted person in her path. And soon, very soon, she will recognize them. A conversation, a message, a moment of clarity, a familiar comfort. This is how heaven will reveal it. Michael whispers. Do not worry for her heart. Your prayers built the road she is walking on now. Don't scroll. Your daughter is entering a divine season where love, stability, and destiny will finally work with her instead of against her. And you, your strength, your intuition, your protection, have guided her right to this moment. Before you move to the final part, pause. God sees your heart. Archangel Michael sees your devotion. Heaven sees your effort. And now heaven asks for one small act. Like this message to seal the blessing over your daughter's heart. Subscribe so part 10 reaches you the moment heaven allows it. Comment, my daughter's breakthrough is unfolding now. Share this with 10 people, another parent needs this message without even knowing it. Michael's final whisper for this part. The breakthrough is walking toward her. Part 10 will reveal how heaven aligns her path with destiny itself. My beloved child, don't move. Don't scroll. Stay right here with me. Archangel Michael is standing directly behind you in this moment. And the air around you just shifted because heaven is preparing a final message. Listen carefully now. Your daughter is stepping into the most important alignment of her life. And heaven says, this is the moment her past releases her. And her destiny receives her. Everything she struggled with. Every betrayal. Every disappointment. Every hidden wound she carried silently is reaching its final chapter. Don't move. Heaven reveals something powerful. Your daughter is about to receive clarity so strong that even the people who once confused her will no longer have access to her mind or emotions. That confusion she felt? Gone. That emotional weight? Lifting. That constant fear of being used or betrayed again? Breaking. That cycle of people taking advantage of her softness? Ending. Michael says. Her spirit is rising. Her discernment is sharpening. Her destiny is unlocking. And right now, this very moment, you are witnessing the spiritual turning point. Don't scroll. Your daughter's heart has been in survival mode for so long that she forgot what peace even feels like. But heaven whispers, peace is returning. And this time, it will not leave her. There is someone heaven is removing from her path. A person who drained her, confused her, manipulated her emotions, or used her kindness without giving anything in return. Michael reveals, this person cannot follow her into the future. Their chapter is closing. And now, listen. As that door closes, another opens, and this one carries her breakthrough. This is where the alignment begins. She will make a decision soon that changes everything. She will step away from someone who never valued her. She will accept something new that brings stability and hope. She will rise above the old emotional patterns that held her back. Don't move. Heaven is preparing her heart for a divine intersection. A moment where she will meet opportunity, wisdom, clarity, protection, and her next destiny step. All at once. And here is the greatest truth. Your prayers built the bridge she is about to walk on. Yes, your strength, your tears, your nightly prayers, your protection, your love. Michael says, this mother's love has been recorded in heaven. Her daughter's life is shifting because of her. Don't scroll. Your daughter will soon speak a truth she never had the courage to express. A truth that frees her. A truth that heals her. A truth that lifts her burden. A truth that unlocks her destiny. And when she speaks it, the path ahead becomes clear, bright, and blessed. Heaven is not just protecting her future. It is rebuilding it. My beloved child, what you just heard is not coincidence. This was heaven's timing. This was Michael's voice. This was destiny calling your name. Before you leave this part, seal this blessing over your daughter. Like this message to activate angelic protection. Subscribe so the next message reaches you instantly when heaven releases it. Comment, her path is aligned with heaven. Share this with 10 people, because your share may be the divine protection someone else is praying for. And Michael's last whisper for this chapter. The old season is over. The new one begins now. Her destiny is unfolding beautifully. My beloved child, don't move. Just breathe with me for a moment. Because what I'm about to reveal, your spirit has already sensed it. Archangel Michael says, Your daughter was not alone last night. An unseen angel stood beside her. Yes. Heaven was watching her even while she slept. Her mind may have felt tired. Her heart may have felt heavy. But an angel stood guard at the edge of her bed and whispered protection into the atmosphere. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is important. Your daughter has been carrying something. Not a secret she told, but a pain she hid deeply so no one else would worry. She didn't want you to carry her burden. She didn't want anyone to see her weakness. She didn't want to be a problem to anyone. So she stayed silent. But heaven did not stay silent. Michael says. Her silence reached heaven louder than her tears reached earth. And last night, something happened. A spiritual release. A shift. A breaking of a long cycle. A divine correction that her soul has needed for years. Don't move. Your daughter is stepping out of a spiritual fog. The kind where she second-guessed herself. Felt unappreciated. Felt misunderstood. Or felt trapped in someone else's expectations. That fog is lifting. The clarity she is walking into will make her stronger than she has ever been. Michael whispers. She is becoming the woman heaven wrote her to be. And now comes the part heaven needs you to hear. There is someone in her environment. A person who drains her energy. Or influences her emotions in a negative, exhausting way. This person has been feeding her doubt, fueling her confusion, and weakening her self-worth. But heaven says, this influence is ending. Her angel is removing emotional pollutants from her life. Don't scroll. By the time the next sunrise touches her face, your daughter will begin to feel a clearer mind, a lighter heart, a steadier spirit, a stronger sense of self, a deep reassurance she hasn't felt in years. Heaven is stabilizing her life. And your presence, your unconditional love, is the anchor her spirit clings to. You may think you don't do enough. You may think you can't save her from everything. You may think your hands are limited. But heaven sees the truth. Your love is one of the strongest spiritual shields she has. Michael says, a mother's heart is a weapon of light. And because of your heart, she is covered. Don't move. Your daughter is about to make a choice. That will shape her next chapter. A choice heaven has been preparing her for. A choice that aligns with truth, peace, and destiny. And when she makes it, everything that has been stuck will begin to move again. Everything that has been delayed will begin to accelerate. Everything that has been painful will begin to heal. Heaven is restoring her confidence. Heaven is cleansing her path. Heaven is preparing her blessing. And you are the key connection heaven uses to reach her soul. Before you leave this moment, seal this message over your daughter's life. Like this message to strengthen her angelic protection. Subscribe so you never miss the next heavenly revelation. Comment, Her angel is guiding her path. Share this with 10 people, because someone else's daughter may need the same protection today. Michael's final whisper for you. Her story is shifting. Her spirit is rising. Her blessing is approaching. Stay close. More is unfolding.